In fishing, there's the hunt for big bass, there's the camaraderie, then there's your story. What's your story?
So we were either at church, or we were cutting yards, or we were selling pies or something. You know, tell people what we did before we went to church, if you can remember.
If I can remember.
Yeah.
Every Sunday, we went to church. We went to church during the week and so forth, but on Sunday specifically, there was a regimen. We'd get up at, say, 5:30 in the morning, and my dad we had a Bonneville, a white Bonneville with the
White wall.
the white wall, and the car would need to be washed every Sunday, and we'd have to wash it with Comet, not just regular. You have to scrub the white walls with Comet, and I'll never forget. My hands will always be scratched up. You know, my hands would always get scratched up. So we're going to church, and I'm sitting in church, and you got people looking over like, "Hey, man, what happened to your hands, man?"
Yeah, so true, man. That is hilarious.
But those were good times.
Exactly.
Those were good times, and those principles,
Right.
the hard work and those things, that's what allowed for us to, to have an opportunity to do the things that we did. Because had we not learned and had those type of opportunities by the learning that not just we heard, but what we saw.
That's
because
huge.
the wonderful thing about it was everything that we saw our dad do.
That's right.
Everything that we heard, we saw our mother do. So it wasn't just somebody telling you, hey, do this, do that. It wasn't that type of, we were fortunate to not have that type of upbringing. We were very blessed to be able to see by example, and then be held accountable to make sure that the white walls were done.
Oh, accountability was something, let me tell you.
Absolutely. Not here, but alligator guard.
Exactly.
They're like, this is good fishing. I'm like, hey, man.
Catching alligator
I'm
guard.
like, man, this is
We
not
eat
good.
those. Yeah.
I'm like, this is not good, man. That thing is about 4 feet long. Now we're like 12 and like 10, like 11 years old. Like,
hey,
man,
man, something ain't right with that.
what's a good story that's not a lie?
I think that would be
And
good.
you can even say truthful now, like a real one.
Yeah, what's a real fishing?
Yeah.
You know what is
You know what they say about a fishing story.
Yeah,
There's a lot of stories out there.
exactly.
But quiet as kept.
Mhm.
Come on out here. No. No, don't be like this. Yeah. No, I'm surprised you with it.
Oh, Lord, no.
Like, yeah.
But don't, I think you gotta think about it just a
No,
little
I'm not. I don't have
bit.
to think about this one. I got him. No. I got this. No.
I got you.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey, we got an uncle. We
You
got
never
a,
know when you're rolling.
hey, we got an uncle that we took fishing one time. Let's talk about that. And he was like, every time we try to fish, his wife be calling him on the phone. Like, what are you doing? How many fish y'all catch? Is any girls on the boat? What y'all eat?
Yo, that's called a fishing hostage story.
This is
Here we go. I love good fishing stories. Now just take a minute to ponder and think of one of your most fascinating or vivid memories of a fishing story that you can remember, and it's got to be truthful.
oh, it has to be true.
You know how fishermen are.
Absolutely. We know how fishermen are. I try to keep all my fishing stories true.
Yeah.
Now, the one that comes to mind is the time that we went fishing in North Carolina, where I caught the biggest bass that I ever caught.
You talking about when I was in the Marines?
When you were in the Marines,
Yeah.
and that was
Oh, yeah.
was it outside of Jacksonville? I think?
Yeah. Onslow County,
Yep.
a government kind of lake.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we had Ryan.
We had Ryan, my nephew, your son,
Oh,
on the
my
boat.
goodness.
He was probably maybe 5 or 6, or maybe.
Ryan was like 3, cause
Oh, he was younger, much younger
he was
than that,
about
yeah.
3.
Yeah, and it
Never
was
forget,
early
his hat
morning.
was like this.
Yeah,
He had on
exactly.
his life jacket.
Exactly. Now, we start off very, very early. I remember it was a slight mist over the water.
Something it is, a little bit.
Yeah, it was a slight mist. We start off very early, and I start off with a hula popper. and I threw it out there. It was maybe 1 or 2 casts.
I
And
never.
I turned around, a couple pops, and all of a sudden it sounded like somebody threw a brick in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple minutes later, several minutes later, I had the largest bass that I think I ever caught. Even to this day.
It was unreal.
It was 11,
Mhm.
right 11 3/4 or so.
Mm-hmm.
Nice sized bass, and that was a story that comes to mind when I think of a good freshwater story. That we were fortunate enough to be a part of on
You
that
know,
day.
what's funny about that story is, remember when we would drive up,
Mhm.
they had 2 John boats, and we would have to pay $5 because he was an older gentleman
Yeah.
that kind of ran it,
Yeah.
and he'd allow you to fish it, but you had to pay like $5, and then you can rent
Mhm.
the little John boat, but you had to pedal.
Yeah, you had to pedal out to
Throughout the whole, he made sure nobody was gonna come with no kind of engines, not
No
even
kind of-
trolling motors.
no electronics.
And it was back in the backwoods, and I never forget. I told Ryan, "Don't you tell your mama you had to pedal, because I had him over here doing it."
Yeah. So let me get this straight. You had a 3-year-old
Yeah.
that was out there pedaling.
Ryan remembers it. It was horrible.
Let me see.
But the interesting thing about that is I never threw a topwater until after that day, because I didn't believe that they really were.
So would it be safe to say that I helped pioneer your top water fishing experience?
You know what? Yeah, you got me. I think you were instrumental. How about that? Because
I like the word pioneer.
You see, you full of it now. Because I ain't finna, no. I would say it was a pioneering moment, because remember, I was kind of stuck on the worms and traditional bass fishing.
Yeah.
And then that was part of my rigidness from being in, in the military.
Yeah.
Military awesome thing. Maybe that's what I'll use
Yeah.
as my excuse.
Yeah.
But you actually expounded on a lot of different baits. There was 2 other topwater baits that you threw.
Mm-hmm.
But something about that hula popper with that tail,
Yep.
that rubber tail, and that thing came out of water.
Yep.
I literally turned around. I thought Ryan went in the water because he was back there paddling with me. And I thought my son fell in the water. I
Yeah.
looked back and you had this big old,
Yeah.
huge bass. And boy, we celebrated, and it was too
Yeah.
much fun.
Absolutely.
It was so much fun, and we ended up telling
Mhm.
so many of our families. I still have that picture to this day.
Do you? Wow.
Yeah.
I need a copy. I don't know if I still. I've been wondering where my picture was.
Yeah.
In fishing, there's the hunt for big bass. There's the camaraderie. Then there's your story. What's your story?